Have you ever spent a day in shoes that looked fabulous but left your feet screaming in agony by evening? Or maybe you found yourself staring at your closet full of beautiful heels that you haven't worn in months or even years because they just don't feel right anymore? Perhaps you've caught yourself thinking, when did comfortable shoes start to matter more than stylish ones? And felt that pang of disappointment, like you're somehow giving up on looking your best. If you've experienced the frustration of shoes that no longer serve your body or lifestyle, you're in exactly the right place today. First, I want you to know you're absolutely not alone. Our feet naturally change as we age. They widen, arches may flatten, and we lose some of that wonderful fatty padding that used to cushion every step. But here's the perspective shift that changed everything for me. Aging is a privilege, but looking and feeling vibrant is something we all deserve at every stage of life. The right shoes aren't about surrendering to age. They're about empowering your body to carry you confidently through each day while still expressing your personal style. In today's video, I'm going to reveal the 7 biggest shoe mistakes women over 50 make and exactly what to wear instead. We'll break down why these common choices might be undermining your comfort, posture, and even your confidence. And contrary to what many believe, you won't need to sacrifice style for comfort. In fact, the right shoes will enhance both your outfit and your quality of life. No more fashion version function, false choices. Before we dive in, I'd love to hear from you. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you never miss our empowering content. Now, drop a comment below telling me which shoe mistake you're most guilty of making. I promise we've all been there, and your experience might help another woman feel less alone on this journey. Have you ever noticed how some women seem to glide through their 50s, 60s, and beyond with such grace and energy, while others begin to limit their activities and social engagements? The difference often comes down to one crucial factor: how well they have adapted to their changing bodies without sacrificing their zest for life. Now, let's talk about what's actually happening to our feet. After 50, we may have lost up to 50% of the fat padding on the bottom of our feet. Our ligaments and tendons lose elasticity, arches often flatten, and years of wearing restrictive shoes may have created bunions or hammer toes. Each step in the wrong shoe compounds these issues, potentially causing pain that radiates up through the knees, hips, and even back. But here's what's fascinating from a psychological perspective. When we're in chronic discomfort, our brains actually begin to associate movement with pain. This subconsciously leads us to move less, participate less, and ultimately live less. Studies show that proper footwear doesn't just reduce physical discomfort, it can literally expand our world by making us more willing to engage in activities and social situations that bring joy and connection. The shoes we choose aren't just a fashion statement, they're a strategic investment in our mobility, independence, and happiness as we age. Before we tackle specific mistakes, let's establish 4 universal principles for age-appropriate footwear that will transform how you think about shoes. First, the foundation principle. Just as a house needs a solid foundation, your entire body needs proper support from the ground up. Every postural issue, from back pain to neck tension, can be influenced by what's on your feet. Second, the fit not fashion rule. Your shoes should fit the feet you have today, not the feet you had at 30. When shoes truly fit, style naturally follows. Third, the movement mindset. The best shoes enable your lifestyle, not limit it. Ask not, how good do these look standing still, but how good will these feel after 2 hours of living my life? Finally, the confidence connection. Contrary to popular belief, confidence doesn't come from enduring discomfort for beauty. Real confidence comes from the freedom to move through the world without distraction or pain. Let's debunk the biggest myth right now. Sensible shoes don't have to be matronly or unattractive. In fact, some of the most sophisticated fashion-forward options prioritize comfort in their design. Mistake 1. Clinging to high, narrow heels. Those beautiful stilettos with pointed toes might have been your power shoes in your 30s, but now they're likely compressing your toes, destabilizing your ankles, and throwing your entire body alignment off balance. Studies show that heels over 2 inches increase pressure on the forefoot by 75%, potentially accelerating joint problems and creating a perfect storm for bunions and neuromas. Instead, opt for block heels or stacked heels between 1-2 inches that distribute weight more evenly. Brands like Clark's, Naturalizer, and even designer labels like Eileen Fisher now create sophisticated lower heels with wider toe boxes. Look for styles with cushioned insoles and arch support features that were rare in dress shoes a decade ago but are now available in beautiful designs. This switch works especially well for women who still want height and the elongating effect of heels, but find themselves avoiding events because they can't stand in traditional high heels anymore. Don't go cold turkey. Transition gradually by reserving your highest heels for sitting events only and investing in quality mid-height options for everything else. Many women think block heels look too casual or chunky, but today's designs have elegant proportions that complement everything from work attire to evening wear. If you're looking for proof, just notice how many red carpet celebrities over 50 have switched to more moderate heels without sacrificing an ounce of glamour. Mistake 2, flat shoes with no support. Contrary to what many think, completely flat shoes like ballet flats, moccasins, and many sandals can be just as problematic as high heels. Without proper arch support, these shoes force your foot muscles to overwork, leading to plantar fasciitis, fallen arches, and even knee pain. The thin soles that allow you to feel the ground are actually transmitting shock directly to your joints with every step. Look for flats with built-in arch support, cushioned soles, and a slight elevation at the heel. Even 1/2 inch can make a difference. Brands like Vionic, Echo, and Born have mastered the art of supportive flats that still look sleek. The athleisure trend has also normalized stylish sneakers with dresses and business casual attire. A win for comfort that wasn't socially acceptable even 5 years ago. This works best for women who value all-day comfort but don't want to resort to obvious orthopedic shoes or clunky styles. Add supportive inserts to your favorite existing flats as a transitional strategy, but recognize that shoes designed with support from the ground up will serve you better long-term. Assuming that flat equals good for your feet, sometimes the opposite is true. And if you're worried about looking dowdy, look to style icons like Iman and Helen Mirren, who regularly incorporate supportive footwear into high fashion looks. Mistake 3, incorrect sizing and wealth. Many of us are walking around in the wrong shoe size because we're buying the same size we've worn for decades. After 50, feet often widen and even lengthen as arches flatten and tissues spread. Squeezing into too narrow shoes restricts blood flow, creates pressure points, and can even contribute to balance issues. Get your feet professionally measured, both length and width, at least once a year. Many women discover they need a wide or even extra wide width, which is now available in stylish options from brands like Naturalizer, Rockport, and even Cole Haan. Some European brands like Raker and Gabor are naturally wider and deeper through the toe box while maintaining elegant proportions. This works best for women experiencing unexplained foot pain, especially across the ball of the foot or at the sides of the foot near bunions. Shop late in the day when feet are naturally at their largest, and always prioritize how shoes feel while walking, not just standing. Buying the exact same size in every brand, standardization in sizing simply doesn't exist, especially between countries of manufacture. If you're concerned about wider shoes looking bulky, remember that properly proportioned shoes actually create a more balanced silhouette than feet squeezed into too small footwear. Mistake 4, prioritizing trendiness over timelessness. Fast fashion applies to shoes too, and chasing every seasonal trend leads to a closet full of unworn footwear that either hurts or quickly looks dated. Ultra chunky sneakers, extreme platforms, or overly embellished styles often become regrets when the trend fades, but your foot pain remains. Invest in fewer, better quality shoes with timeless silhouettes that won't look outdated next season. A well-made loafer, ankle boot with a moderate heel, or refined sneaker will serve you for years. Look for brands known for their craftsmanship like Monroe, Paul Green, or ARA that use quality materials that mold to your feet over time. This works best for women who are refining their personal style and want a curated, versatile wardrobe that transcends trend. Apply the cost per wear calculation. A $200 0 cents pair of shoes worn 100 times costs $2 0 per wear, while a $50 0 cents pair worn twice costs $25 0 per wear. Quality always wins, assuming comfortable brands can't be stylish or that investing in footwear isn't as important as investing in other wardrobe pieces. If you're worried about looking boring, remember that the most elegant women in the world rely on classic footwear as their foundation, adding personality through other elements of their outfit. Mistake 5. Ignoring seasonal needs and transitions. Many women over 50 find themselves with an abundance of summer sandals and winter boots, but struggle during seasonal transitions. This often leads to wearing inappropriate footwear for the weather, cold, wet feet in spring, or overheated feet in early fall, which can impact overall comfort and wellness. Create a thoughtful footwear wardrobe that includes transitional options like perforated leather loafers, lightweight ankle boots, or closed-sui mules that work in multiple seasons. Weatherproof options from brands like La Canadienne and Blondeau offer waterproof suede and leather that don't look like typical rain boots but protect feet from elements. This works best for women who live in variable climates or who want to streamline their shoe collection while maximizing versatility. Consider your local climate's actual patterns rather than calendar seasons when building your shoe wardrobe. Many places have extended in-between periods where traditional seasonal shoes don't work well. Buying occasion shoes that serve a single purpose rather than versatile styles that work across settings and weather conditions. If you're concerned about practicality looking dull, look to Scandinavian fashion where weather adaptation and style have coexisted beautifully for generations. Mistake 6. Relying on outdated footwear technology. Many women are missing out on remarkable advances in comfort technology because they're either wearing decade-old shoes or shopping brands that haven't incorporated these innovations. Your feet deserve the same technological upgrades you give your phone every few years. Explore brands pioneering materials like Hoka's Meta Rocker technology, which promotes natural gait, Geox's breathable membranes, or Kohan's integration of athletic shoe technology into dress shoes. Memory foam, responsively cushioned midsoles, and breathable materials can transform comfort without sacrificing style. This works best for women with specific foot concerns like neuropathy, arthritis, or circulation issues, or those who need to be on their feet for extended periods. Even if you prefer classic styles, look for updated versions that incorporate new materials and construction methods. Many heritage brands now offer comfort lines with traditional aesthetics, assuming that because a style worked for you 10 years ago, the same style will work now, without considering how both your feet and shoe technology have evolved. If you're worried about looking like you're wearing comfort shoes, know that the line between fashion and comfort technology has never been blurrier. What looks like a classic design often hides revolutionary support systems. Mistake 7. Wearing the wrong shoes for your specific foot type. Perhaps the biggest mistake is the one-size-fits-all approach to footwear. Some women have high arches requiring specific support, while others have flat feet needing different accommodations. Ignoring your unique foot structure forces adaptation that can cascade into knee, hip, and back issues. Take time to understand your specific foot type, high arch, neutral, or flat, and seek shoes designed for your structure. Brands like New Balance offer options for different foot types, while companies like Dansko provide excellent support for those who stand all day. Custom or heat moldable insoles can transform even good shoes into perfect ones for your unique feet. This works best for women who've tried various comfortable shoes, but still experience discomfort or pain. Consider a consultation with a podiatrist who can analyze your gait and make specific recommendations based on your foot structure and any existing conditions. Assuming that what works for your friend will work for you, despite having completely different feet, your sister's favorite shoes might be your worst nightmare. If you're worried about limited options for your foot type, take heart. The growing emphasis on personalization in fashion means more brands are creating adaptive designs and widening their size ranges every year. Now that you've invested in better footwear, let's talk about maintaining both your shoes and your foot health. First, proper shoe care extends the life of quality footwear. Use cedar shoe trees to maintain shape and absorb moisture. Rotate your shoes to allow them at least 24 hours rest between wearings, and use appropriate waterproofing and cleaning products for different materials. For your feet themselves, develop a nightly foot care ritual. Soak in warm water with Epsom salts once weekly. Moisturize daily, especially the heels, and consider sleeping in moisturizing socks once a week for intensive treatment. Preventative strategies make all the difference. Stretch your feet and calves daily. Roll a tennis ball under your arch for a minute each day, and consider toe separators if you're developing overlapping toes. These simple habits can prevent painful conditions before they start. The products I personally recommend include Superfeet insoles for additional arch support in fashion shoes, Gay Wall foot creams, which are pharmaceutical grade, and Bombas cushion socks, which provide excellent support without bulk. Remember, foot health connects to overall wellness. Research shows that foot pain significantly increases fall risk and can lead to a more sedentary lifestyle, which impacts everything from heart health to cognitive function. Your shoe choices literally shape your future mobility. Here's what I want you to remember. The most stylish women aren't those enduring pain for beauty. They're the ones moving confidently through the world, fully present in their activities rather than distracted by discomfort. The confidence that comes from proper support radiates through your posture, your stride, and ultimately your presence. These changes are completely achievable, often with just a few thoughtful replacements in your current shoe collection. You don't need to overhaul everything overnight. Remember, embracing shoes that respect your current body isn't giving in to age. It's a powerful act of self-care that enables you to live fully rather than limiting your activities because of foot pain. Looking good and feeling good aren't competing goals. They're completely interdependent. If you found this helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more practical advice on aging with confidence and style. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss our upcoming video on the capsule wardrobe after 50. I'd love to hear in the comments below, which shoe mistake were you most surprised by and what change will you make first? Your insight might be exactly what another woman needs to hear today. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. Here's to walking comfortably and confidently through every chapter of our lives.